Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you guys doing? So, I mentioned it yesterday, and now I'm going to finally do it. I had to clean up and because we had company and all that stuff. So, it's a little bit later than I planned to do it, but I think it'll probably work for everyone's time frame anyway, even if you're on the West Coast. Should be good and up right about now. So, how are you guys doing? I am Shakia, the professor of SILAHOLICS Anonymous in the product line. I did it right this time. Haha, honestly speaking. Where you can find the sublimation paper rolls that I am going to be using today. Depending on when you are watching this, we might be sold out, but don't worry. We always have inventory that is coming in. So don't fret, just keep checking the website or go to the sublimation paper rolls. Click on the size that you would like to order and hit notify me when available. As soon as we restock it, it will send you an email and you need to jump on it because our sublimation paper rolls do go pretty fast. We keep trying to increase the amount that we order, but they always go really fast. So be sure to go to the website, honestly speaking, 365 sublimation, and go to the sublimation paper rolls and click on what the sizes you want and notify me when available. We sell it in 8.5 by 328 feet, 13 by 328 feet, and 24 inches by 100 feet so that it can actually fit on the large format Epson printers, okay? So I'm not going to show the printing process because I've already done that. So what I'm going to do, both pieces are printed out. I'm just going to show you guys how I cut it down, how I tape it together, and then how we're going to press without needing a hardboard because it is larger than my press. So I'm going to press it in sections, but I won't need a hardboard when I do this. So I do have videos where I have shown it going through the printer. I use my Epson 2027. That's the one back there. I use my Epson 7720 to print these. I do not print from the rear feed because I can't get to my rear feed. I print them right from the front tray. So go to my YouTube channel, honestly speaking, 365, if you're not watching from there, and look for that video on how I just loaded into the front. I will go over print settings just so you know where to go at from Silhouette Studio or any design program, but I'm not actually printing. That takes forever. These are already printed out for us, okay? So I'm going to jump right into this. I do need to pull up our Silhouette Studio as well as our website because this live broadcast is brought to you by the letters HSINK and by the numbers 3, 6, and 5. And what is that? That is our website. You can check that out. Honestly speaking, 365. We made it. I keep saying honestly speaking. HSINK365.com. We made it a lot easier for you guys to find and get to the website. Same website, just there's a different redirect now. So HSINK365 is how you get to the site. And that's again where you'll find our incredible product line. Hopefully, ink will also be back in stock next week, before Thanksgiving. So, all righty. I'm going to open up Silhouette Studio, which let's pull this over yonder. There we go. And I'm going to go here. Well, I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, no, I want it to go like that. Let's put that back right there. Okay. And let's get rid of the banner. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or head over to our YouTube to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and comment Ready 365 if you're ready to see how I'm going to do this. All right. So to print this, my regular print settings are exactly what I use. So if you haven't seen my video on print settings, I'll have them in the description. That way you guys can go straight to them. I'll also make a playlist on our YouTube channel for those really, really important videos like the print settings and things like that. So everything else, always the same, plain paper, bright white, quality, Adobe RGB 1.8, density, thick paper envelope, all that. What I want to show is just where you go to set your paper size for the longer prints. So I'm going to go to File, Print. and then go over to preferences. And right here where it says document size, I already have it saved as a preset. I have my page size, like my page size set as a preset, as well as just the setting in general. It is set as a preset, which I have no idea why it keeps jumping. So I'm just going to go HS Ink roll. And so you can see here, nothing really changed other than the fact that it needs to stay in portrait mode. But for your document size, you're going to click here and you're going to look for where it says user define. All right. And once you go there, it'll tell you what is the smallest you can do something and the longest. So the smallest width is 3.5. Because someone asked me that, can you go smaller? The largest is 12.95. So when you're using the 13-inch roll, you set it to 12.95. Set your design space to that as well. You'll be amazed that even though it's only 0.05, it really does make a difference. Your paper weight max is 47.24. So even if you're printing it shorter, I recommend making your max size 47.24. The printer is not going to print anything that's not there. So even if you, like I did with this, put paper in that's 31 inches long, at that 31 inches, but I always leave that setting the same so that I don't have to worry about it. I don't have settings for like, oh, it's a 24 inch, it's a 36 inch, like that. Everything is just set to 47.24. You can set it to 47.24 on wide formats as well as, what's those things called? As well as the small format eco tanks. It's just that on the small format ones, you do 8.5 inches by 47.24. I normally just cut it off at like 47. I never do the 0.24, but you do have that full length that you can do. But once you put it in here, you'll title it. If you want to, of course, save it and then hit OK. Well, hit save and all that. So I'm just going to cancel. But everything else is exactly the same. Like I said, I don't print from the rear feed. If you prefer to print from the rear feed, when you do your preset, just go up here to paper source and choose the rear paper feed slot. If you are using a printer that has both, that way it'll always go there. Always get a paper mismatch error when you are doing this. You will always get a paper mismatch error when you are doing this. Just follow the prompts, the steps on your printer to tell it to print to the size that you sent. Have several videos on that also. So go check out our YouTube channel for that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cancel. We're going to jump right into this. I'm going to go back over to here. I'm going to switch out my camera and we're going to get started. So good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. I see you guys there, but I need to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to hurry up and go and do this so she can come pick it up. This is not mine. It's not even for it's not for the college team. Jesus. The NFL team. There is a youth football team. Their name is also the Ravens, and their Super Bowl game is tomorrow. So this is for them. So this is not even for Baltimore Ravens. Let's see. I need your help. My studio, post in the group. I will see. Because I have some other stuff I have to do. So I will see. Hello. Ma'am, are you not back? You didn't inbox me, text me, or anything like that before you leave at 7 o'clock in the morning. All righty. So let's go ahead and switch over. Do I have it there? Yes, I do. Let's switch over to the other camera. All right. So I am. Let me do my video over here for Tiki Talk Talk. Okay, so this is just my brown paper that I'm going to use to put it on the flag once I'm ready to press it. I hate the fact that it rolls, I'm going to put this under my heat press and press it down just for a few seconds, just because I hate the fact that it rolls on me. And this is a smaller substrate. If it was a shirt, it wouldn't be that bad because the shirt would take up, although the flag might take up the majority of this also. But I am going to just press it flat just to make it a lot easier on myself when it comes to doing this. Now, my family's probably going to be so mad at me because Whenever I do these, I have to use the craft paper. And with the craft paper, it puts off a smell. And they hate whenever I have to press anything with the craft paper. All right. So here are my 2 prints. You print to the rough side or the front side of the roll. All right, let me grab this real quick. People always ask that. So it comes like this. This is the actual print side. Okay, so this is the print side. When it's printed and set up, I account for a little bit of overlap really on both sides, just in case it's like a little bit off, and you want to have that overlap so that you don't have any like major gaps and white lines in them. I'm going to go and take this one and put it on top of this one. So I need to cut this down so that it can lay on top, and I have just a very small, little piece here. I'm not going to cut this side down at all. So I'm going to use my T-square ruler here and just get that nice and lined up. It's okay if you go over just a little bit because this was designed to have some it was designed and set up and it has extra on it. So it's okay if, and it's better for you to go into the color just a little bit. Yeah, this is harder doing it this way. I'm trying to do it this way so y'all can see, but it's harder for me this way because I am moving this. But this is the better angle for you guys to see it. All right. Good thing I do have that extra. I have that extra buffer because I was so off right here. All right, I'm gonna move my ruler. So on the back of this one is where I put my tape. So I'm just going to put a few pieces here, which will help me line this up. So I put my tape right along there. Make sure that you guys hit like on the video so that Facebook and YouTube will send it out to more people. Also hit the share button. So I'm going to start here at the raven head because that's the main part. The rest of them are just like little birds. So I'm going to start here and overlap it, making sure that it lines up. And then on this side, and then here, there is a very small bird. All right. All right, once that is lined up, I'm going to flip it over and put a big piece of tape across here. You don't have to use heat tape if you don't want to. You can use just masking tape to go over that seam, but you do want to go over it. Since I'm not using a hardboard, I just want to make sure that that is nice and tight and it's not going to separate. Just make sure that none of the tape goes over the edge because you don't want that on your heat press. All right, gonna flip it over. This side moved some. All right, that little bird I don't even care about. So for him, I'm gonna just cover him up because it's a little bit off. I don't even care about him. So we're just gonna cover him up. I'm gonna put this on some other items as well. I didn't want to waste the paper. So I printed some extra stuff on here. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut these off. The only thing I don't like about me cutting this off is it could leave, you know, this outline on my flag. I much rather prefer to make it where the whole, it's going to cover the entire flag so you don't get that line of demarcation. But I also didn't want to waste this area. So yeah, I'm just going to have a little line, but that's okay. Make it look like something. All right. Even with this, as per usual, we're going to cut off our ends here, just in case there's any ink on it. Because I did not make this, actually I didn't make this bigger than, it's going to fit like right in the middle. I actually didn't make it where the sides were bigger. So now I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to mark that, okay, so that I'll know exactly where to put it at on here. I'm going to crease this a little bit underneath the heat press, just so that I kind of know where center is. So quick little press of that. And then I'm going to fold it in half. And when I'm folding it in half, I'm not really accounting for the part that's folded over. I'm doing like the main part of the flag. And I'm going to put a little crease for that. And I definitely need to up my pressure some. Ooh, too much. All right, perfect. Now the person who this is for already knows that there is a little mark there. I didn't want it to get on my heat press, so I did cover that up with heat tape. Oh, duh, Shakia, you forgot to do the center part. Actually, that's pretty good right there because the rest of them are kind of like extras. So, all right. We'll move it off center just because of the birds that are on here. It's just the way that this particular thing was designed. All right. And actually, how much? No, see, there's actually, I can go up some because by the time it's pressed, there's extra space up here. Well, no, there's one bird that's up there. So, all right. Now I'm going to put down my heat tape. This is also from our website. And I'm only really taping this down so that as I move it to the heat press, it does not shift. So I'm not really putting a lot. This is the tacky paper. So it's, let me see. I really don't, I think I want to move it over just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to move it over just a little bit. I mean, I know that's center, but it's the way these birds are positioned. All right. And I actually should have done this on top of the paper, but I didn't. Now I do want to tape down this to the paper so that it doesn't move, okay? And it's more so for when it's being moved around than anything. And I'm actually using the wrong size. Whenever I do this, I really do like to use the bigger heat tape. Because the bigger the heat tape, the better it holds. So let me grab that. And technically, I should not have to turn this because of the size of it. But just in case I need to turn it, I'm going to go ahead and put tape on the bottom half as well. But it shouldn't move. I should be pretty good. And once I press it, it's going to stick to it. So I'm not so much worried about shifting once I move it. The other thing with this is because I'm not using a hardboard, I mean, I need a little more space. I'm going to cut this down some so that I don't have a lot of overlap or overhang in the back, and so that doesn't get in the way. So I'm going to cut that down. Cut this extra off. All right. I'm going to take this over to the heat press. I'm going to put you guys on the other camera just so that you don't get seasick as I turn this around. Wait, I'm about to turn the wrong one. Okay. I think it's in the right spot now. Oh, perfect. I actually did that right, like good the first time. Okay, let me stop this one. I really have no idea how I'm going to record on my phone for TikTok. This angle, I really have no idea. Let's see. All right, they're just gonna have to be kind of far away. Let's see. If I do like that. Okay. They're gonna have to be okay with wrong place. That particular angle. That's the best angle I'm gonna get on my phone. For this. Let me try and take it up just a little bit. Sorry, I'm making y'all wiggle too. Oh, come on. All right, phone, cooperate. I'm trying to be a professional TikToker here. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay. All right, that's as good as it's going to get. Okay. So I am at 365 degrees. It's still going to be 30 seconds. I have my pressure dialed up pretty high on this. And let's see. Oh my gosh, it is literally like one. Oh, that's so janky. Oh no, it's on there. And it's on there. Okay, I was worried about his beak. And I was trying to get it done in one press. But I'm good. All right, so I'm just going to push this back. Okay. And proceed to pressing. Ooh, I could have went up a little bit more on the pressure. Yeah, this one I didn't do a full bleed. It's just a design for in the middle. I'm going to let it go a little bit longer only because I want to adjust the pressure. And so it's going to have more pressure on all the other parts. So I'm going to increase that just a little bit. I'm going to move this over. I'm just going to have to press that one little piece. I'm actually going to have to do this in, no, I don't have to do 3 presses. I'm going to get it in 2. I'm just going to have to press that beak just to be on the safe side. So I'm not sure if you guys notice on this side, it doesn't move because this is the tacky paper. So it's kind of stuck to it. let that go. I did not purchase these particular flags, but I did find some on Amazon. There are links in the description of this video, but I did not purchase these flags. I'm not sure exactly where they got them from. All right. I want to take a peek right here because this is the only section I'm kind of concerned about. Oh, no, it's perfect. All right, let's take this over to the table. And I'm going to try and flip y'all around without moving. I'm just going to put my hand so that y'all don't get seasick. All right. There we go. And let me just check my video here. All right. Let me just make sure. Actually, let me take a peek. Before I say I'm good, I want to really look right here where, oh yeah, baby, that's perfect. There we go. And voila. Now she did ask me about putting a bird here, but I was like, if that looks, I told her she should have brought me another one. I don't know what to put there because this design is like here. And I feel like anything right there is going to, if I put a bird over there, it's just going to look weird. Yeah. Now, there is a little bit of a line, so I'm going to put this back under my heat press to try and knock that line out. I'm going to put butcher paper over top and then try and knock that line out. So it's the same thing that I do with shirts in general. I put a piece of butcher paper on top. There we go. And take my pressure up and just try and knock that line out. Like 10 seconds or so. This is really thin, so it's not even going to take that long. I can't use this anymore because there's now sublimation ink on it. And then put it on this side. And press it out over here. So it doesn't have that like sharp line. And that's it. Oh, I'm actually done. Hold on, y'all. I am just showing this on my phone for the tickety top, which it's going to be really hard for them to see the whole thing. So let's pause that. All right. TikTok video is done. Let me show you guys, and then I'm going to get off of here because I'm going to press the, I'm going to make like a rally tag, which I rag, but I have to go get them because I moved them to the garage. All right, let's flip y'all back over here. So here it is. So yeah, that's that. All right, let's see. Oh, I was just taking it. Y'all already saw it. I was just taking it off so that I could well, I was just showing it for TikTok. So I just took it to the table for that. So yeah. The other switch was nothing. I just took it off of the paper backing. I'm gonna have to try this again. The first time I didn't stick well, but I have a lot of room moving design as I pressed it. Thank you, thank you. The ink is INKCREDIBLE. Thank you. I have no idea what it is. I'm not even going to worry about it. I told her it was on there. She wasn't concerned about it. I'm not concerned about it. Not my job to figure it out. They want to get it bleached out, then they can try that. I was paid to press it. Yes, I have to move my heat press for more room. I love my HS 365. Best $100 I've ever spent. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. Hopefully this helps you guys with like how to piece things together. I have quite a few videos on piecing together smaller prints, and I do the same thing every single time. I just make the design, and how I print mine out, I have a little bit of overlap on the print so that it can overlap when I tape it together. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. So that's that. Hopefully the summation paper rolls, depending on when you're watching this, will be available soon. They are en route. We have an expected date of them to be in the port. So hopefully we'll have those. So we're hoping to put them out before Thanksgiving, but it looks like it might end up being after Thanksgiving. So, all right, y'all. Thank you guys so very much. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the like button, share this video out. Visit the website, HS Ink 365. Again, HS Ink 365. We made it a lot easier for you guys to find the website. We're also hoping that, depending on when you're watching this, that ink will restock next week as well, because that's also en route, finally. But I will say this, if you have a printer that has never had any sublimation ink in it, we will have some ink, but it's a formula that is a little bit different. So if you've already been using our ink, I would wait for the new, like for the next shipment to come in. But if you have an Eco Tank, you can definitely get the Formula B that we're going to put on the site. It's not, I'm going to do a whole video to show you guys that it doesn't like make this like drastic change. But there is a slight difference in them. So we will hopefully have all that on the site. And so we'll have two different formulas. And the Formula B is not going to be an ongoing one. It's going to be temporary. Once that is sold out, the Formula B will go away. All right. Because it was just kind of crazy in the way that it was sent to us. All righty, guys. Thank you guys so very much. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be INKCREDIBLE. Peace.